Welcome, everyone. It is a pleasure to have you here today as we dive into the 2026 State of AI Agents. This report explores the pivotal transition of AI technology from early-stage experimentation to its current role as essential infrastructure. Our insights are grounded in a comprehensive survey of over 500 technical leaders conducted in partnership with Material. Throughout this presentation, we will examine how these advancements are reshaping the industry landscape and what it means for the future of enterprise technology. Let us begin. 80% of organizations report that their AI agents are already delivering measurable economic returns. It is important to note that this figure represents actual ROI from production deployments, rather than mere projections or pilot results. Looking toward the future, confidence in this technology is even stronger, with 88% of organizations expecting continued or increased returns from their agent investments. The industry is witnessing a definitive shift as automation matures from simple, isolated tasks into complex, cross-functional workflows. Currently, more than half of organizations, 57%, have already deployed agents to handle multi-stage workflows, while 16% are managing broader cross-functional processes. This trajectory is set to accelerate rapidly. Looking toward 2026, 81% of organizations plan to tackle significantly more complex use cases. This includes 39% of companies focusing on multi-step process development and 29% dedicated to integrating cross-functional projects. This data highlights a clear strategic move toward high-impact, integrated automation that spans the entire enterprise. Nearly all organizations have now adopted coding agents, establishing software development as the primary proving ground for generative AI. Currently, nearly 90% of surveyed organizations use AI to assist with their coding workflows. Most significantly, 86% have moved beyond the experimentation phase and are now deploying AI coding agents for production-level code. Adoption is particularly high among enterprises, which lead the market at 91%. Furthermore, we are seeing a shift in trust. 42% of organizations now feel confident allowing these agents to lead development work, provided they operate with human oversight. As we examine the impact of AI agents across the development lifecycle, it becomes clear that productivity gains are compounding at every stage. We see nearly identical impact levels, with code generation, research and documentation, and code review and testing all standing at 59%, while planning and ideation follows closely at 58%. This remarkably even distribution indicates that teams find significant value, regardless of where these tools are applied. Ultimately, this data suggests that achieving maximum impact is less about identifying a single right use case and more about the systematic adoption of AI agents throughout the entire development process. The results of this implementation are tangible, delivering significant gains across shipping speed, developer onboarding, and overall product development. At Doctolib, feature shipping accelerated by 40% after legacy testing infrastructure was replaced in just hours rather than weeks. Palo Alto Networks saw junior developers complete complex integrations 70% faster, enabling them to contribute meaningfully within weeks instead of months. Most notably, lovable users are shipping code 20x faster than through manual development, effectively empowering non-coders to build production-ready software. These metrics demonstrate a transformative impact on organizational efficiency and output. While engineering has historically been a primary focus, data analysis and process automation have emerged as the highest impact use cases for AI agents. Currently, 60% of organizations cite data analysis and report generation as one of the most impactful tasks for agents, a figure that rises to 65% within large enterprises. Furthermore, 48% of respondents identify internal process automation as a high-impact use case. This trend is accelerating rapidly, with 56% of organizations planning to implement agents specifically for research and reporting over the next year. Leading organizations are dramatically compressing complex workflows, transforming processes that once took hours or months into tasks that now require only minutes. Consider eSentire, where expert cybersecurity threat analysis has been reduced from 5 hours to just 7 minutes, achieving 95% alignment with senior security experts. L'Oreal has achieved 99.9% accuracy through conversational analytics, empowering 44,000 monthly users to query data directly and bypassing traditional manual analytics. Finally, Parcha has streamlined customer due diligence workflows, shortening a process that previously took 3 months down to only 5 minutes. These examples illustrate how strategic automation and advanced analytics are redefining operational speed and accuracy. As we look at the strategic choices leaders are making today, it is clear that a hybrid approach is the preferred path forward. Nearly half of the organizations surveyed, 47%, are combining pre-built solutions with custom development to gain a strategic advantage. This significantly outweighs those choosing to go exclusively pre-built at 21% or exclusively custom-built at 20%. The key takeaway here is one of balance. Most organizations find the greatest value in deploying pre-built agents for standard functions while reserving their internal development resources for areas where customization can drive meaningful differentiation and a competitive edge. Scaling agent value effectively requires organizations to navigate predictable hurdles across systems, data, and people. The most significant challenge identified is integration with existing systems, cited by 46% of enterprises. This highlights the inherent complexity of weaving AI agents into established legacy workflows. Closely following is the issue of implementation costs at 43%, reflecting the substantial financial investment required for a robust deployment. Furthermore, data access and quality remain a core obstacle for 42% of organizations, as high-quality data is foundational to the effectiveness and reliability of AI agents. Finally, 39% of respondents point to the critical need for change management and training, emphasizing that the human element is just as vital as the technology itself. Ultimately, the path to success requires enterprises to prioritize technical integration and data infrastructure from the outset, treating AI deployment as a comprehensive systems challenge rather than a simple software purchase. AI agents are fundamentally shifting employee time away from routine execution and toward high-value strategic work. On the left, we see the traditional landscape of mundane tasks, the constant management of documents, schedules, and checklists. Through the implementation of AI agents, we are seeing a massive redirection of energy. This shift manifests in 3 critical areas: a 70% increase in time spent on skill development, a 66% growth in strategic work, and a 60% rise in relationship building. Ultimately, the most successful organizations will be those that use these tools not just for cost reduction, but to empower their people and build a sustainable competitive advantage through enhanced efficiency and professional growth. Industry leaders from BCG and Accenture agree that 2026 will be the definitive year for a major shift in corporate strategy. We are moving from simply deploying AI agents to a complete enterprise transformation built around them. According to Tom Martin, Director of AI Platforms at Boston Consulting Group, the most significant P&L impact is realized when organizations transform their systems end-to-end with agents at the core, rather than treating them as mere additions to legacy processes. Alex Holt, Vice Chair at Accenture, echoes this sentiment, warning that treating this as a simple technology implementation will result only in incremental gains. Instead, those who recognize this as a reinvention imperative will create compounding competitive advantages that become impossible for others to replicate. The biggest barrier to enterprise AI value is no longer model capability, it's organizational readiness. Insights from Anthropic's 2025 Economic Index, which analyzed 3.5 million Claude conversations, reveal that the real bottleneck has shifted from the technology itself to how prepared an organization is to use it. First, the data shows that capability matters more than cost. The most expensive and complex tasks currently see the highest usage, which indicates that return on investment is being driven by high-value outcomes rather than a focus on minimizing token costs. Second, context has emerged as the primary bottleneck. Our research found that a 1% increase in input context length is associated with a 0.38% increase in output quality. This means that fragmented data is the main factor stalling more sophisticated use cases. The conclusion is clear. Companies that invest in making their internal knowledge accessible to AI systems will be best positioned to capture disproportionate value from increasingly capable models. Building the infrastructure for an agent-powered enterprise is the next critical step in digital transformation. Organizations that cultivate deep expertise in this area today will be the ones to capture disproportionate value as the technology matures. By leveraging the Claude Developer Platform, your team can begin building sophisticated agents designed to automate and manage complex, multi-step workflows. To assist with your implementation, we have curated key resources, including our Enterprise AI Transformation Guide and detailed architecture patterns for building effective agents. We invite you to explore the platform's capabilities or connect with our sales team to discuss how to scale agentic intelligence across your organization.